sponsored by Strategic Wealth Designers.
All right, college graduation season has now wrapped up, and many young people, their lives are changing in a really big way. Young people must join the real world, as we call it, and need to know where to start to establish a little financial independence. Our good friend Rob Lessio joining us now with some tips. And Rob, what's the best way to quickly adjust to this new stage of life? It seems like it was just yesterday for me, but it was a big adjustment. It was hard.
Yeah, I wish it was just yesterday for me. But either way, what you need to do is the very first thing you need to do is figure out a budget. You know, are you going out on your own and you're going to rent maybe an apartment or something like that? Are you going to buy, maybe your first car, a new wardrobe, things like that? You need to make sure that you're within reason based upon what your salary is and you have a budget and then you don't overspend.
Yeah, that B word is really hard. Can we talk a little bit more about the budget? Because I think you have an idea of what your budget is, and then you start to see the taxes coming out of your check. You're not used to that.
Yeah, 100%, right? If you're making $55,000 a year, that's not really what you're bringing home, so you don't get to spend that much. And a lot of people, they'll add up things like, their cable bill or their cell phone bill or maybe a car payment, things like that, and they'll think that's their budget, and it's not. So once you've been in your situation, if you would, for a while, say 12 years, 18 months, add up your bank statements, see what your debits are. That's what you really spend. That's what your budget is.
And that gets a little scary sometimes. Let's look at the flip side here. Many parents and grandparents even are often supporting their students right out of college. How can you help your loved one make that transition? What can we do to kind of ease that burden right out of college?
Yeah, so this is a tricky one, right? Because, sometimes you can help them out, but you're kind of enabling the behavior. So, like a bird will push its young ones out, and then it's up to them to get their wings spread and fly. And so parents can be there as a safety net, but it is, it's okay to let your kids grow a little bit.
There you go, little growing pains. When it comes to paying down those student loans, what's the best strategy for that?
All right, paying down debt in general, the best strategy that we feel is start with the highest interest debt first, okay? And start chunking that down. When you pay off that debt, whatever you were paying, add that to the next highest interest and keep working your way backwards, and that'll actually allow you to spend less over a period of time.
All right, our good friend Rob Lessio. Rob, thank you so much for joining us. By the way, I love that blazer today. To learn more about this and other business-related news, go to local12.com/community.